Okay, see you in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and on this fine Sunday afternoon it's finally time to sit down and discuss the Premiership home kits for the upcoming season. It's that time of the year again. Gok1 mode is on. It's time to rank. Let's do this. We're ranking, and that means there are neutrals, there's neutrals, so I will change the chanting, so you can stop your moaning, oh. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're on that road to 40,000 subscribers. Hello to all of you who don't support Celtic, who are here to see where I've put your team today. It's going to be a bloodbath. It always is. I know the comment section's already kicking off, but just calm down. I am one fat, specky individual who rates kits. It's not the be-all, end-all. Just calm yourselves. But today it's time to do it for the 2023-24 campaign. Who will be number one? I can't wait. Here's your Hall of Fame on screen. This is your winners ever since I've started this. This is the 7th season, by the way. I'm getting old. I was 17 the first time I done this, back in the 2017-18 campaign where Celtic won. It was the one and only time Celtic won. Will they win this time round? Absolutely not. But there's your winners. Hearts twice. I must have been no well back in the years. Aye. Who will be joining this historic list of teams today in my 2023-24 rankings? Well, it's time to find out. Strap yourselves in, get ready. Here we go. Let's rank them from worst to best. In last place, for the second consecutive year in a row, it's Livingston. And for the second consecutive year in a row, they've given me no kit to rank. Come on, lads. It's the 16th of July. The season kicks off in less than, 3 weeks now. And you've still not dropped a home kit. Why do you do this every year? It's just such a Livingston thing to do. Judging off your away kit, it's probably not going to be a bad effort. But you've still not dropped it. And I'm not waiting for these again. No happening. Unlucky. You're last. Right then, 11th place, who is technically our last place because Livingston haven't dropped a kit, it's Hearts. Yep, the two-time winners of the Ryan 118 Best Home Shirt, they have come dead last, pretty much. It's boring, lads. It's boring, and I want to hear it. I know there's already Hearts fans complaining, oh, it's better than that monstrosity that Celtic have released. It's, maybe, arguably, yeah, but it's boring. It's a plain maroon t-shirt. You could get it for Primark, shove a fucking Hearts badge on it, and you're sorted. It's boring. It's 11th. What I will say is, though, always a nice touch with Hearts with the sponsors. MND Scotland on the front again. I like that. I rate that. 10th place, and another team that's somehow below Celtic this year, it's Ross County. I don't like this at all. It's pretty minging. And once again, the sponsor has ruined the Ross County shirt for me. I just feel like it's a very clunky, horrible sponsor for a football shirt. But the actual design itself, fair enough, they've went ambitious, just like they did last season. Maybe not as ambitious as last season, but it's just fallen flat for me. It's really, really boring. Simple as that. I don't really have much else to say. Don't like it. This might be the lowest that I've ever had us. 9th place Celtic. And that means for the first time ever in this home shirt ranking series, I have Rangers above Celtic. I can't be a hypocrite. I can't sit on here this time last week on the channel and say it's the worst home shirt in the club's history and then suddenly say, oh, it's great, I love it, it's fantastic. Can I do that? It's a terrible home shirt in terms of Celtic standards. It's growing on me. I'm not going to lie, it's growing on me. By the end of the season, I'll probably love it. So that's the way that I roll. But for now, I'm just going to have to be honest, realistic, fair, take my green tinted specs off and say it's a pretty bad home shirt. It's one that's took a lot of convincing for the Celtic support, and there's still a large portion of the fans who hate it, and rightly so. Adidas have tried something different, not really worked out. I'm just going to say what I said in my Adidas home shirt rankings for Celtic. The black just ruins it. It shouldn't be on the shirt. I think if they'd done something else and they tried to keep the whole crocodile skin pattern, would work. But the black just shouldn't be there. Not as heavy as it is. It's bad. It's 9th place. Don't think yous are getting off lightly. 8th place, it's Rangers. Once again, similar to Hearts, very boring. And this was a chance for you to run away from Celtic, and you haven't. It's an okay shirt, to be fair. I think this is where we start getting into the ones that are just a bit meh, rather than bad. It's just still a bit boring. The collar's nice, kind of retro throwback to maybe Rangers shirts of old, you could say, but, you know, it is very similar to Hearts in the sense that it's just a plain blue t-shirt, really. They have kind of put this sort of faint pattern through it, which brings it up a little bit for me, but it's nothing incredible, it's nothing exciting. It's 8th place. But well done, for the first time ever, I've put Rangers above Celtic. Number 7, and look who it is. Play the song for me.
Keep 100% of your claim. G4 claims.
There's a word from your podcast sponsors right there. I'm going 7th place, Motherwell. I feel like this is a shirt that I have seen a million times. The minute I seen this home shirt released, I just said to myself, I'm sure I've seen this shirt before. It just looks very, very similar to Motherwell shirts of old. It doesn't scream excitement to me, and once again, it's very much in the meh category for me. Just because I feel like it's very, very... Once again, you could say boring. There's not much adventuring with it, but it's clean. I like the collar. The colours are simple. They work well. They've not tried to go over the top with it. I mean, it's pretty standard as a Motherwell shirt, and I'd say it's probably where we start to bridge from the meh into good coming up now. Right, into the top half now, and I think this is where the kits start to get good, in my opinion, and we're starting off with Aberdeen, who have went down quite a different route this year. They have scrapped the red and white of the usual Aberdeen home top, and they've went for red and gold this year. Don't quite know the story behind the gold. They've not won anything in quite a while, but they've went gold, and it's kind of mixed opinion on whether or not it works or suits the shirt. I think if they'd done this exact shirt in red and white, it would just be quite like some of the other ones on here, very boring. But they've changed it up, they've spiced it up, they've done something different, and I respect them for that, and I actually think it works pretty well. Not as well as it could have been. I think if they went down a route where, you know, you look at Arsenal's shirt and they've brought gold into it, and I think it's really minimal and really nice, whereas Aberdeen have kind of went, oh, there's a lot of gold in your face. If they went down more the Arsenal route, I think it'd be nicer. But this is still good. It's clean. It works well. The new sponsor's still a lot better than the former sponsor of Aberdeen. So it's a decent shirt. Very close to being boring, but they've done enough. Well done. Well done. Top half. Right, this is where I think things start to get really close for me, and it took a lot to try and differentiate who was above who. Number 5, I'm going St Johnstone. I really like this. You know me, I love a pinstripe. If you've watched these videos since I've done them, I love a pinstripe. Put a pinstripe in the shirt and you're up in the top half. That's exactly what St Johnstone have done here. I like it. It's simple. It works well. It's a little bit different from the last few home shirts. It's a lot nicer. Sponsor fits it really well. It's just a shirt that you can't really complain about. You know, they've played it safe, but it's worked really well. So St Johnstone, well done. You're in the top 5. Can you do that in the league this season? I'd be surprised, but you've done it with your shirt. 4th place, and it might be the most interesting shirt this season, Kilmarnock's. And I say the most interesting because I like it. It's that the collar is quite unique, isn't it? The way that it goes into the shirt. And I think that you could argue this deserves to be higher on the list as well. But do you know why it's not? Because they've scrapped Brownings the Bakers. Why have you done that? It was the best sponsor in the league. Now they've went with a new sponsor. It doesn't suit the shirt as well. But I'm trying to ignore that and look at the actual shirt itself. And I do like it. The collar wins me over big time. It has a sort of vintage feel to it. And you know me, as soon as you take it back to the years of past, I love a shirt like that. I love a retro throwback. And I get those sort of vibes from this. I like how Hummel have kept the red in their logo as well. Kind of goes with the red on the collar. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. And it's a mix between simple and then trying to do something unique and different. You've got the best of both worlds there. And it's very rare some shirt can pull that off. Sometimes it just ends up a calamity, but this has worked. I just wish it was still the Brownings Bakers sponsor. Bring it back. Now we're into the top 3. This is where we get cooking. 3rd place, I have gone St Mirren. And it's really nice. You know what? I gave St Mirren a lot of criticism for the Digby Brown sponsor because it just looked like it didn't fit the shirt. It was kind of just slapped on there and they hope for the best. And I didn't think it really worked. This year it fits the kit really, really nicely. I like it. And they've done something different. They've tried their best. There's only so much you can do with like vertical stripes or hoops, or when you're setting your ways with something, it's very difficult because then you try and do something different, it doesn't work. You know, we've seen a lot of teams who have vertical stripes try it in the past, all over Europe. St Mirren have kept the vertical stripes, but they've put this nice kind of chessboard effect through it, and I like it. It's classy, it's smart. The gold in the Macron logo as well fits it really, really nicely. Imagine what teams been putting gold on when they've won nothing, by the way. But anyway, it's nice. And the sponsor, the Digby Brown, actually fits it. So, well done, St Mirren. I like this. You've got yourself a top 3. And I think this will be one of those ones that just, through the season, my opinion won't change. There's a lot of tops that I put near the top, and then I go, I regret that. But this one I think will be long-lasting. Now we're cooking. Second place, it's Hibs. I've gone with Hibs for number 2. They've once again reverted back to playing it safe. No daft patterns through the shirt, nothing that's too over the top. Last year's, I just didn't really take to it that much. This year's, I like it. The new sponsor's nice, I like it. The fact it has Bevy on the shirt, can he beat a Bevy? This is nice, it's clean. It's done a good favour for the green and white in the league this year, after the letdown from Celtic. So, it's gone quite high, I like it. The collar's really nice. It's one of those collars that feel, once again, sort of retro, sort of vintage. And I just think that they've done well. You know, it could be argued that it's a little bit boring, but I don't know. I think the sponsor really enhances it or something. It just looks like it fits on the shirt really well. So, don't argue with me. Number 2, I'm going Hibs. Which means number 1, and the first time they have won my best home shirt competitions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dundee Football Club. Yeah, Dundee. Yes, top of the league. I was going to make a dig there and say it's the only league they'll be topping this year, but it would be offensive. They won the Championship last season, right? So they deserve a bit of credit. They actually are allowed some gold on their kit. You know, it'd be rude to say they're not. I love this. And there's always seems to be one shirt that from the get-go I go, that's the best, and I just know it is. Last year it was the Aberdeen top, and the year before it was the Hibs. You know, you just know when there's a top that takes the grand prize, you could say. This year it was Dundee's. I love this. I think it's great. I think it's really classy, very traditionally Scottish, you could say, with a tartan running through it. I think it's just a very nice shirt. The tartan on the collar, really nice. Also, if you look it up and look at the angles from the side, they have like tartan running down the side of your body as well, which I think is really nice. The only thing that ruins it is the back of the shirt. But I'm going to try and kid on that doesn't exist. The back isn't there to ruin it, right? It's just the front and the sides. But I really like it. It's kind of, honestly, take off the sponsor and put on a Scotland badge. This would be a quality Scotland shirt. And that's what I thought of straight away when I seen it. But it suits Dundee. It's their colours. It's a Dundee shirt. So well done, Dundee. You've took the top spot. Really nice shirt. Honestly, you should see the sponsorless version, because the sponsorless version is stunning. So well done. Number 1 for you. And that's us for today and this year for the home shirts. Dundee, your winner. They join the Hall of Fame. Christ, the only thing Dundee is in the Hall of Fame for. If you have enjoyed, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think the best home shirt is this season? Don't abuse me. It's just a one man's aesthetic opinion. We all see things differently, right? Some people take it way too far. Just calm down. We will be back with the away shirts very, very soon. I think we're waiting on 2 more of them to be released, but that's the home shirts for you this season. It's always great fun. So yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.